Oh, The Last Circus. When I reviewed Day of the Beast, I started thinking about this movie, The Last Circus, which I'd seen the trailer for, and it just looked awesome. I mean, it's one of Alex de la Iglesias' newer movies. It's from 2010. It's already 6 years old, but it's new to me. I hadn't seen it. I kind of just missed its release. I just didn't hear about it till recently, like maybe early last year. And it's amazing. Also, I want to dedicate this review to one of my subscribers, the Sheddasarus. We're good friends. Haven't seen him in a while. Love hanging out with the guy. And this one's for you, Sheddasarus. This is a great movie. I read a review, but it said the opening scene was just over the top, violent, crazy, outlandish. Just had to be seen to be believed, and that really got me excited to see it. But I still didn't order it. But finally, after I did my Day of the Beast review, I was like, I have to get it. And he's a great director. The trailer looks awesome. I got it. I saw it. It was really late when I put it on. I was really tired. I'd worked all day, and it was amazing. The opening scene, it is pretty crazy. It's not as violent and gory as I had hoped. I mean, it is super violent. It just doesn't have like guts and like face like destruction or like a lot of limb hacking, but it definitely is bloody. It is super violent. It's a battle between the opposing sides in the Spanish Civil War, and I guess in the Spanish Civil War, I don't know too much about it, but they would, I guess, just grab a man off the street, force him to fight, and one of the guys they grab, or a bunch of the people they grab, are from the circus, and one of them is a clown, and he's dressed like a woman. He has a wig, he has the clown makeup on. They give him a machete, and they even tell him, when they see a clown coming at them with a machete, they're gonna shit their pants. And he is pretty scary looking. Once he starts killing, and he kind of gets like a bloodlust. He goes crazy, and he's hacking soldiers left and right. And you see blood spreading out, like hits him across the neck or the chest. It's just not super graphic, but it is. It is still really bloody, and it's really good. It's just super intense action scene. Then the clown gets wounded, and he gets taken prisoner, and his son comes to see him, and his son, he's worried about him. He wants his dad back, but they held him prisoner for years and years, and then the son grows up. That's when the movie kind of really starts. It's about the son who grows up to become a clown like his father, but since all this bad stuff happened since he was a kid, he becomes a sad clown, and he joins a circus to where he plays off the happy clown, and the sad clown, his name is Javier, and he falls in love with this circus performer. I can't remember her name, Natalia, but Natalia is with the happy clown Sergio, who's really mean to her, beats the crap out of her. He's abusive to everybody. So Javier, the sad clown, falls in love with Natalia, who is in love with Sergio, the happy clown, but it's a messed up relationship because he beats her, but you can see she kind of likes it, and so she's messed up too. They're all messed up characters, and but you feel sorry for Javier at first. But later, he becomes so obsessed with Natalia, and wanting to win her love, that he just spirals out of control into madness, and he does become almost as bad as Sergio, who is weird because Sergio, he plays a happy clown. He's really good. He's a really good happy clown, and the kids love him. And you even see he is good with the kids, and he berates Javier because at one point Javier almost hurts a baby, and Sergio tells him, the kids are, they're our bread and butter. We can never hurt these kids. They're everything to us. And I almost can't tell if he's just saying that because he is a jerk. He's really mean, but you kind of see that he does care about kids. But I don't know. I couldn't tell if he's like that because he just, that's his livelihood, is playing the kids, or maybe he kind of really does care about kids and relate to them more than people. But I'm just guessing because the only time you see him interact with kids is when he's a clown. He's really good with them. He's great. He is really funny. The actor is great. He's really good at the clown part, and he's really, really bad. He's a good actor playing a really hateable guy. He's really good at that. And then they clash, and the movie it went where I didn't expect it to go, which was good because that was a surprise. It had me guessing. Another thing great about the movie is it's they say directors like Zack Snyder, Quentin Tarantino, whoever you want to name, they're like visually stunning directors, who make great film. I gotta say, Alex de la Iglesia, that title truly fits him. He's a visually stunning director. There's some great images in here. In the very beginning, there's stuff with the lion. Which, if you see the trailer, you'll see that there's stuff with the lion. There's stuff with the wild boar. There's the circus stuff. Just the way it's filmed too has a totally unique look, different than his other movies, his past films. Even the opening credits are awesome because once the movie, there's like an intro and then the credits roll. It shows all these, I guess they're politicians from the time of the Spanish Civil War, and then all of a sudden you see like Ming the Merciless from Flash Gordon, or then you see the Wolfman and the Creature from the Black Lagoon and Dracula, and then he even shows the girl impaled in Cannibal Holocaust, and after that, like he's just showing images of movies that he loves and stuff that he likes because of course I should have known he's a fan of Cannibal Holocaust. And other images that he shows that I couldn't tell if they're from like 30s, 40s, 50s, like circus pictures, or from magazines, like models from magazines. He just throws all these amazing images into the first couple of minutes of the movie, and it was really it really got me excited to see the movie. And I was just I knew I was gonna love it just from that alone. And if you like movies, all these kind of movies, then you would really appreciate it too. There's so many movies I like. I liked. I think The Avengers is one of the best movies I've seen in a while. Captain America: Winter Soldier. I like that. I liked Hatchet. Machine Girl. I'm looking at my movies. There's so many great movies that come out, but like even on the back it said cult status is assured, sinister and grotesquely funny. One of the most insane movies I've ever seen. Brilliant, bizarre, dazzling, and utterly demented. That's all true. But it's also just a good movie. It is really violent. There's some really brutal scenes in here. Not gory, but it doesn't have to be because it's pretty hardcore. And then there's some sex scenes in here that are shot like not too graphic. I mean, they are like shocking when you see them, but they're not explicit. I mean, because he's a great director, he knows how to film stuff and make you think you're seeing something like really nasty or really dirty or really extreme. But if you see it again, it's not all of his movies are like that. But he's such a great filmmaker. He knows how to hit you and unexpectedly and like throw you for a loop, and then you're like watching it. You're like, wow, this is something I've never seen before. And then there's male nudity in it, which is really funny, not sexy at all, or maybe it is. And then and the movie just gets crazier and crazier until the end. I don't want to. I hate spoiling these movies. This is a movie you should see and not know anything about it more than just the storyline of happy clown and the sad clown fighting over the woman they love. It just the ending is just, I guess it's sad, horrible, ugly, crazy. It's not a good ending in any way at all, and it just kind of almost even open-ended ending. Let's see. Oh yeah. On the cover, you can see both of them on the disc. Special features have making of Last Circus, behind-the-scenes segments, visual effects, U.S. trailer, teaser, international trailer. Not too much for. I wish. I guess I wish you had more, but really, this is the movie is almost more than you bargained for. The girl plays Natalia. She's really good. She's kind of bad herself too, but then she kind of does stuff to redeem herself. All the supporting actors are great too. It's also like set in the 70s in Spain, so it has a wardrobe and the hair, and it's funny too. It's everything a movie should be: dramatic, funny. It has Alex. He you can tell he loves horror movies. There's a lot of horrific stuff in here. It's almost like he wants to just make a full blown horror movie, but I think he has so many ideas he just can't stick to that. But some pretty horrific images here, haunting images, stuff that would work great in any horror movie, and it's just one of the best movies I've seen. It was came out in 2010, but so far, for seeing movies, this is the best movie I've seen this year. Even though it's from 2010, it's 2016 now. I can't think of a better movie than I could find this year. That'd be great if I could. Maybe it would be another Alex de la Iglesia movie, or it's just something I haven't heard of yet. This is a great movie. I loved it. I got it from Amazon, I think for like $12. I've only watched it once, and I just haven't had time to watch it again. I want to watch it more and see all the details I missed. But there's so much stuff going on in here. It was a great movie. I cannot stress that enough. And that's why I dedicate it to the Sheddasarus. If you want to borrow it, just let me know, or if you could buy it yourself. It's in Spanish. It's no problem at all. Should not be a deterrent of seeing this movie. Again, it is. I love gore, and it's not gory. It's not gory at all, but it is violent and it is brutal. It has a lot of severe, images in here that are even more brutal than a lot of gore movies that I've seen. So I cannot stress enough, as I've already said a bunch of times, this is a great movie to seek out. If you're looking for movies, crazy movies that you've never seen before, this fits the bill. Like so many movies from the 70s and 80s that have come out that are just go beyond the pale of disturbing, dark, disgusting, gross, great cinema. And maybe if you might know what those movies are. There's too many lists right now. Maybe I do a video on that. But The Last Circus, it goes into that category of movies like that. I can only guess at the movies Alex de la Iglesia is going to make in the future. This might be his masterpiece. But yeah, that's about it for The Last Circus. It's just 10 out of whatever score movies, however you score movies, stars, chainsaws, whatever. It gets the top rating, and that's about it. So I'm gonna watch another movie that I'm gonna review, and almost out. I got 2 more Lone Stars, and I'm just gonna end it right there, and I'll see you later.